Charming day it has been, Miss Fairfax.
Mr. Worthing, whenever people talk to me about the weather, I always feel quite certain that they mean something else, and that makes me so nervous.
I do mean something else.
I thought so.
And I would like to be taken advantage of Lady Bräcknell's temporary absence.
I would certainly advise you to do so.
Miss Fairfax, ever since I met you, I have admired you more than any girl.
Yeah, I'm quite well aware of the fact, and ever since I met you, I was far from indifferent to you, and my ideal has always to be in love with someone of the name of Ernest.
You don't mean to say you couldn't love me if my name wasn't Ernest?
But your name is Ernest.
Yes, I know it is, but supposing it was something else.
Oh, that is clearly metaphysical speculation.
Personally, darling, I don't much care about the name of Ernest. There are other, much nicer names. Jack, for instance. A charming name.
What? Jack? Jack. There is very little music in the name of Jack, I find it all indeed. The only really safe name is Ernest.
Right, Gwendolen. I must get christened at once. We must get married at once.
Married, Mr. Worthing?
Of course. Well, since I love you and you claim you're quite indifferent to me.
I adore you.
Then, Gwendolen,
Yes.
will you marry me?
Of course, I will, darling.
Gwendolen.
What wonderful eyes you have, Mr. Worthing. I hope you will always look at me just like that, especially when there are other people present.
Other people?
Mr. Worthing. Rice, sir. It's most indecorous.
Mama, he has not finished yet.
Finished what, may I ask?
I am engaged to Mr. Worthing, Mama.
Engaged? You are not engaged to anyone.
Mama!
Now, I have a few questions to put to you, Mr. Worthing. And in the meantime, you, Gwendolen, will wait for me below in the carriage.
In the carriage?
In the carriage, Gwendolen.
Yes, Mama.
You can take a seat, Mr. Worthing.
Thank you, Lady Bräcknell. I prefer standing.
You can take a seat, Mr. Worthing.
I obey your command.
I must say, you're not down on my list of eligible young men. Although, I'm quite ready to enter your name, should your answer would be a really affectionate mother requires. Now then, do you smoke?
Well, yes, I must admit I smoke.
How old are you?
29.
What do you know about us?
Apparently nothing, Lady Bräcknell.
What is your income?
Oh, in investments chiefly, it's around 5,000 and 7,000 a year.
What about your real estate?
Well, I have a country house, with some land attached to it, of course. But I do not count on that for my real income.
Country house. Sure, as many bedrooms?
Well, the house is in Belgrave Square. It is let by the year by Lady Bloxham. But I can get it back at any moment in 6-month notice.
Lady Bloxham. I don't know her.
A lady considerably advanced in years. She goes about very little.
What number in Belgrave Square?
149.
Then however, that could be easily altered.
Do you mean the fashion or the side?
Both, if necessary, I presume. Are your parents living?
Have lost both of my parents.
Who was your father?
I'm afraid I don't know. As I said, I have lost both of them. Well, the thing is, Lady Bрэкнелл, I was found.
Found?
Yes. By the late Thomas Cadew, a gentleman of a very kindly and charitable disposition.
Where did this charitable gentleman find you?
In a handbag.
A handbag?
An ordinary handbag. Well, maybe you could advise me what to do, Lady Bрэкнелл. Believe me, I would do anything to ensure Gwendolen's happiness.
I would advise you, Mr. Worthing, to try and require some parents as soon as possible. Good morning, Mr. Worthing.
Спасибо.
Good morning.